everyone, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master and Pro Player, as I talk and review about more of the exciting cards coming out of Rivals of Ixalan. So, yeah, we are now reaching a beautiful card. One of my... this card touches my heart so much. We've got Seafloor Oracle. Double blue and 2 generic for a 2/3 Merfolk Wizard. Whenever a Merfolk you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. This card, one of my favorite cards in Magic is Thieving Magpie. The beautiful 1/3 flying bird just deals some damage and draw a card. There is nothing that feels so much greater than that. I just love drawing cards off of dealing damage. One of my most favorite things one of my most best feel-good moments of Magic the Gathering. So what better way to relive those moments than with Seafloor Oracle? Now, let's just start with Modern. This thing is unplayable. I mean, it cost 4 mana, and that competes with the Master of Waves slot, and doesn't help us in any matchup. I mean, like, it doesn't pass the attrition-based test or control test. It's just going to enter the battlefield and die and have no effect on the board at all. Doesn't help us against Affinity or Valakut or Lantern Control or any of those things. And the icing on the cake, we already have Bident of Thassa available to us in Modern. Which is probably a better card anyway for the format because you can't destroy it with any removal, and it has great synergy actually with Mutavault, so that when our opponent ever taps out for a sweeper, we can untap with Mutavault, attack, and draw cards. Seafloor Oracle would make us tap Mutavault in order to cast it, and yeah, it's just messy. It doesn't actually have any modern playability. But we can now go into Standard. This thing actually does have Standard playability because Bident of Thassa did see a lot of play when it was available in Standard. It's going to require some evasive creatures, and do you know what? We have them. We have them in River Sneak, and we have them with Shaper's Apprentice. We also could have them with, what is this creature? Anything with a +1/+1 counter on it is unblockable. But you know what? Forget that. That competes with the 4 mana slot. We can also talk about Kumena, Tyrant of Oreska, who can become unblockable, get in for damage, and draw a card. So this thing actually could see some play in Standard because it did have serious this effect was very powerful in Standard at the time. Unfortunately, they could use a removal spell to kill it, and it's definitely in range of getting Lightning Striked or something like that. So we can give it a boost with like Metallic Mimic or Deep Root Elite or Misty, so that it's a 3/4 creature out of range of Lightning Strike, and then maybe it will become quite playable. So the effect is quite good in Standard so long as we have enough evasive creatures to make use of it. But let's talk about Commander. I mean, I'm no Commander specialist, but there's a lot of good things going for this card there. I mean, we can, with Lord of Atlantis and Master of the Pearl Trident, we will have more unblockable creatures. This can be, not only that, this can just be jammed in a Wizard deck, which Wizards have tons of flyers, like Vendilion Click and Spellstutter Sprite, and so on. So there is tons of synergy there. And it's a creature, which is beautiful in itself. It adds for Devotion, for Nykthos, or if it's necessary, Thassa, Master of Waves. Great stuff going on there. So it can be jammed in both Merfolk or a Wizard deck. And of course, this Coastal Piracy or Bident of Thassa effect is very useful in Commander. Drawing card, we all love drawing cards in Commander. I love drawing cards in Commander. I love drawing cards, frankly, in any constructed format possible. And yeah, I think it will enable that, but I don't think it's going to make the cut in Modern. It will be very interesting if it can make the cut in Standard, because looking at a lot of the other cards that we have, it looks like Muscle is more important, but maybe we could build an evasive creature deck. Maybe we could build a deck based on River Sneak, Shaper's Apprentice. There's the new 1 blue Merfolk that's out. 1 blue, 1/1 creature, it's unblockable. That would fit in this deck very well. Not to mention, yeah, we could jam more of those cards that are evasive, and they're going to help synergize with this creature to draw us cards. And of course, it's Commander All-Star. You know what? You Commander players, you will be teaching me how to play this card in my Commander deck, because I cannot fathom all the potential that there could be unlocked with this thing, either in a Merfolk deck, Wizard deck, maybe a combination of the two. Frankly, you know, some of us call Merfolk wizards of the... We are the Wizards of the Coast, frankly. Half the deck, basically everything except like Lord of Atlantis and Master of the Pearl Trident are, like, everything else is a wizard. Except for the green creatures, now they seem to be shamans. So now the Merfolk deck, or the Merfolk archetype is split between shaman, Merfolk, and wizard. But anyway, this guy's a wizard, it's a beautiful wizard, I love the effect, and I will love to play him in my Commander deck. Thank you for watching, this has been Nikachu evaluating Seafloor Oracle, the latest card coming out at Rivals for Ixalan.